Hi,
I'm C13, independent artist. So today's video, I'm going to be giving tips, tricks. If you're interested in starting to get shows in your city, I did a video doing a story time on how I got my first show. If you didn't see that video, you should definitely check it out. But anyways, I have them on my phone, so I'm going to be reading from my phone. So let's just get into it. So now my first, get your notes, get your notepads, your pens, your pencils, get those out. Because I'm not going to repeat myself, okay? Take notes. First and foremost, I think before you even think about getting shows in your city, you need to have at least 5 good songs that you are proud of. Make sure they are out, at least majority of the songs. Like if I'm telling you to have 5 songs on deck, at least 3 or 4 of them need to be out. Because one thing that I do not like is when I hear a song that you're performing and it's not even out yet. And then you have the audacity when I'm asking you, where is the song?
Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna release it. Oh, I don't know.
Do you not want the streams? Do you not want the saves? Like, what was the reason? What was the point? What was the
reason, bitch!
I guess to share your art.
What was the reason?
Anyways, make sure you have at least on deck 5 songs that you are proud of, that you are familiar with, that is like your best work, because this is going to be your first impression on people. You don't want to play no trash music, no trash songs. So make sure you have those 5. Second, you need to do your market research. Figure out who's making music in your city. Everyone has at least one friend somewhere that's doing music, that's rapping or singing or playing an instrument. Figure out who those people are in your city. Follow them, like their posts, show support, comment on their posts and stuff. This is how you kind of start to build like a sense of community, and kind of start to get into the loop. Personally, me, I would be more willing to answer questions and willing to help and whatever if I see that you have been liking or commenting or sharing a post. That's showing support, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're giving something to get something. If you have that one rapper friend from high school, like, start liking their stuff, commenting, sharing, so that they can see like, oh hey, like, I keep seeing this person, like, get them used to seeing you. You can ask these people that you're following, like, hey, I see you're performing here, like,
How y'all doing?
I'm looking to perform, to start performing. Like, do you have any connections, or do you know who's in charge, or, just figure it, like, ask ChatGPT how to, like, do a template or something.
Get somebody else to do it.
If you really, like, want some templates or whatever, I guess I could possibly, like, I don't know, just ask. Comment below yourself, like, helping other people. That's a great way how to get events through kind of like a referral. Let's say they're performing at an event, right? And they're like, oh yeah, my homie is putting on the event. That way you can go to that homie and be like, hey, I'm C13, I saw you're having an event coming up, so and so, put me into contact with you. Then that will kind of be like, oh, okay, like, somebody. But don't be like,
Oh yeah, they said I could perform.
don't be lying now. Don't be out here lying. Don't be out here just name dropping and lying and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it cute. Keep it humble, keep it cute.
Very demure.
But if you're a hater, here's the alternate route. You can see those people in your community that are doing events and just simply look at the flyer. A lot of the times the host or the group will have their logo or whatever on the flyer. Just DM them directly. It's good to, like, kind of have that referral, kind of have somebody to talk to in between. But if you want to just skip that and you don't want to show the support and all that, then I guess go straight to the host, that's hosting the event. Another tip, like just look for open mics in your city. Now, if you live in the middle of Timbuktu, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to go to a bigger city. You know, if you're gonna go to LA or Nueva York or Texas, you might want to like think about going to bigger cities and looking for open mics in bigger cities. Go to them. That's how you're gonna get, that's a show right there, you know, open mic. Another tip is to collab with other artists in your city. So that friend or whatever that you hit up about the show, you could be like, hey, you know, would you be interested in collabing? Because now, let's say you guys have a song together and it's good. Now when they perform and they want to perform that song, they'll be more inclined to ask you like, hey, do you want to come and perform? And that's where you get another show. You know, you can get a show, you know, you can tell people your social media, get in contact with the people that are hosting the event. They might be like, hey, you did good, you killed it. And then be like, you know, that's where you be like, oh, thank you, you know, if you have any more events, like, please keep me in mind. I'm definitely looking to perform, like, you know, just finesse it a little bit. Collab with people that are actually like are performing in your city, that are like taking it a little serious, you know. Another tip, this is actually how I met Tyrisky, and then we ended up doing Kiss Don't Tell.
Thinking about you already got me high. So you ready?
Just that body touching, ankle grabbing.
And then, you know, from there, it was history. When you go out, like when you're out in the streets, like when I go out in the streets,
We outside!
which is rare, cause I be at home.
Stop the cap.
Back in my day, I was in the streets networking. Literally, like I was downtown walking. I saw Tyrisky. Tyrisky saw me. You know, we was talking. I don't even know what we was talking about. And then I was just like,
Yeah, I do music.
and he was like,
Oh, I do music too.
and I was like,
What?
and then like, you know, we exchanged social medias and whatnot. And then from there, like we collabed on a song. From there, he was like, oh, I have a homie that hosts like open mics, and that's how I met DJ One Drop. Shout out Next Gen. Go and follow those groups. So that's how I met them, because he was like, oh, my homeboy, whatever, and he brought me on as, or did I get my own set? I don't remember. I think I was there to support him. And then that's when I introduced myself. I was like, oh, you know, I do music too. And they're like, oh yeah, we're having more events. But anyways, when you go out in the streets and you're and people is in your face, present yourself as the artist. Like, oh, you know, that, you know, somebody might come up to you and be like, hey, like, I don't know what these people be saying, but anyways, just be like, oh, I'm insert artist name here, I do music. And then, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, rapper, sing. Yeah, start introducing yourself as your artist name. I would say just do that with a grain of salt. Like, definitely, if it's, especially if you're a woman, certain dudes you just don't want all up in your business like that. Then they be stalking you, then they be sending you weird messages, and they be trying to get your number, your address, your social security number. Do it with a grain of salt. Even like people are in the club, right? You meet somebody in the club and you tell them like, oh yeah, I do music, and then you just be like, let me see your YouTube. I've done this before. I'll be like, pull up YouTube, and I'll subscribe to my channel from their phone, and they're drunk. They don't know. They don't remember. That way, you know, when they're sober, and then they start seeing your videos and whatnot. Yeah, when you go out, network, show up as her, show up as him. But yeah, like if you're in a music environment, if you're like in a networking or a music open mic, definitely show up, say your artist name, like present yourself as such, basically. So another tip is when you're in a new city, kind of the same thing like applies. Like look for the open mics, do your research in your city, see who the local rappers are, look through hashtags on Insta, like, you know, Los Angeles local rappers, or Texas rappers, local rappers, whatever, open mic nights, stuff like that. Now, what I did, how I got my little performance in Connecticut was I went to like a kind of mom and pop bar, and then there was like a DJ in there, and I simply just went up and asked him like, hey, I'm from Cali, do you mind if I perform one of my songs? And I think he was drunk. He was like, sure. So I pulled it up on YouTube. I finessed that. I got my first show. So now technically C13 is nationwide. Period. Cause, you know, I've performed in San Diego, I've performed in LA, and I've performed in Connecticut. Wait, I know LA is still in Cali, but anyways, I performed on the West Coast and the East Coast. So I'm nationwide, basically. I'm trying to get worldwide. I just need to finesse a show in like Mexico or in like RD or something, and then I'll be worldwide. Anyways, tips, some more tips. Basically, make sure you have a hard drive. Especially, I'm learning how to DJ, right? If you have the actual file, that is more helpful. Like, don't go up to a DJ and be like, oh, play my song, because they don't have it.
Rock that T, bitch, catch it.
And you know, you don't know the Wi-Fi situation, if they have Wi-Fi or not, if they have to download your song and all that, and
ain't nobody got time for that
when they're DJing. So if you already have it like on a hard drive, bring that, because you don't know if like, you might have an Android and they have a Mac, so you can't like airdrop it. So like, just make sure you have it on a hard drive. So if you're, you know, you're going out clubbing, or if you're going out to shows, just bring an extra hard drive with your show set, or like some, you know, those 5 songs that I told you to have ready. So have them on there. Another thing with that is have the actual show sets. I don't know how many times, like this happens a lot. It's actually very common. People just play the song and then just rap or sing over their vocals. And at that point, it's just like,
What was the reason?
Why? Because like, I could have listened to the song at home, you know? Like, your song should be different live. You should have a different experience live. You want to hear you. Like, I want to hear you as an artist, even if you mess up a little bit. Like, hey, that's the beauty of it. But I will say that I've even gotten props for not rapping over my tracks, like over my vocals. People who are in the industry and people who, you know, appreciate music and art and all that and rap and all that, they definitely will respect you more if you do it live. So that's one of the biggest things that will make you stand out. The backing vocals or whatever is fine. Just don't play the exact same MP3 or WAV file that you have on YouTube and iTunes and all that. You will definitely stand out, because a lot of people do it, and it kind of just defeats the purpose of like a live show. It's just like, we could have just had like a listening party. I will say, if you're a guy, it would be probably helpful, like if you are gonna be cold going up to DJs, to maybe have some cash on you, $20-$40. Just be like, hey, can you play my song, whatever? Can you know, here's 20, here's 40, whatever. If you're a girl, you may be able to get away with it. I'm just gonna keep it real, yeah. But you can still carry some cash just in case. Don't expect though, like if you're in a really poppin' club, don't expect for your song to get played. Unless you have like connections with the DJ, unless you like met the DJ, had a conversation with the DJ. I went to like a smaller bar, you know, you can get into the smaller bar clubs, you know, maybe there's an older crowd in there, you know. But remember to be respectful and nice to everyone. Don't go in there being entitled, hey, you better play my song, like, hey, play my song. Like, say please, damn. Articulate yourself. Walk in, like, just be like, hey, like, you know, y'all be mumbling sometimes, can't even understand what y'all be saying. Articulate, like, hey, I'm so and so, like, do you mind if, you know, you could play my, like, be respectful, you know what I'm saying? Like, and don't feel disappointed or don't feel sad. Like, what's meant for you is meant for you. If they don't play it, don't take it to heart. You'll have many chances. You gotta put in the legwork. Don't be annoying. Don't be desperate. Don't be, please play my song, or hey, you didn't play my song. Like, chill. Like, they don't owe you nothing. Just remember to say thanks, say thank you, or what y'all be saying, appreciate you. Don't forget to say, you know, just be nice, have manners, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much like the tips that I have if you're looking to get shows in your city. Just networking is a big thing. You know, if you listen to my other story time about how I got my first show, networking is a big thing. Putting yourself out there is a big thing. Letting it be known that you want to perform, networking with those type of people. You got to surround yourself with people that are doing the things that you want to do, and don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to slide in people's DMs. You want it, you got to go get it. If I could do it, you could do it, I think. If you want more videos like this, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below any more video topics or whatever down below, and